All right, in case you're moving your body to the music, you're listening to Kimberly Not Kim on WHCR 90.3 FM. And today I am given the honor of being joined in the studio live with Mr. Anthony Lolli, the founder, CEO, and owner of New York Rapid Realty, and Mr. Carlos Angelucci, Chief Operating Officer and licensed real estate broker. Tell us, what's the difference between a broker and a sales person?
Carlos? So a broker is basically the person in charge of overseeing everything that happens in the office. When you first get into real estate, you get a salesperson's license that gives you the ability to show properties, whether it's rentals or sales or whatever aspect of real estate you're doing. But you need to have a certain amount of experience before becoming a broker. Generally speaking, you have to wait a minimum of 2 years before of having been licensed as a salesperson before you qualify to become a broker. A broker then has the ability to have salespersons under their license that they, are responsible for. When you hold a real estate license in New York, and for that matter anywhere, you have to be deemed trustworthy.
Right.
You have to be someone who, is not looking to scam people, and so they give you a license for that reason. That's why there's testing involved. But you could also become a broker just by having equivalent experience. So there's plenty of people that get their broker's license without having any experience as a salesperson, but maybe they did something like they've purchased homes, they've sold homes, they've refinanced homes, they've collected rent because they own rental properties for a long time, they've rented commercial spaces. So if you have equivalent experience, or if you're an attorney, then there are certain exceptions, then you can also become a broker. But a salesperson is basically the person showing spaces, just like a broker can. The difference is a broker oversees an entire office or a team of salespersons if they want to.
Okay. And also, for people who are looking for rentals, what would be the reason that a person might call Rapid as opposed to going through Craigslist on their own? What would be the benefit of doing something like that?
Well, first of all, if you go on Craigslist, you can't avoid us because we're all over Craigslist. So it's not that we don't replace Craigslist. We use Craigslist to as a tool. Craigslist and a number of other websites. There's websites out there that are very popular, like Naked Apartments. It's a very big popular site that's out there right now. And any website that has New York City rentals on it, and hopefully soon, because we're opening up a location in Boston within the next couple weeks, we'll dominate that too. That's our goal. So any website that has rentals in Boston and Jersey City in particular, and New York, we want to be on. So people use Craigslist, and the advantage of using Rapid is that if you try to do it on your own, you're going to be seeing one apartment at a time, and potentially you're going to be wasting a lot of time. But if you call a Rapid Realty agent, we have the keys to the city. I mean, we have one apartment, one phone call for one place leads to you seeing whatever we have in our inventory. And then we also know, if you're serious about renting, what places you can rent right away. Okay. There's, every place comes with its own kind of unique situation. Some places may not be available immediately. So you need to know these things, and these are some of the things that our agents are equipped to do. And all for no fee often. 60% of our apartments are no fee places, meaning Excellent. You don't pay a fee as a tenant, and the fee is handled by the landlord, and the landlord is happy to do so. He's happy to give that incentive because the places get rented quicker.
Well, really also, if you're a tenant and you're not used to the approval process, or you have a unique situation, maybe this is your first job, or maybe you're a student, you don't know how to present your paperwork properly. We facilitate all that. So we package your paperwork and we pitch the landlord accordingly so that you can get approved. So it's really like walking into a small hardware store, but you have Home Depot's inventory. Excellent. So that's really what it is. So there's no other company out there that really has all the inventory in one little small shop.
Yes. And you guys are not just restricted to Manhattan, the Bronx. Tell the listeners where exactly the areas that you cover, the demographics.
Well, that's one of the great things about the company is that if, let's say you walk into our Harlem location, right? And you thought about living in Harlem, the agent shows you around, shows you a couple places, and then your friend lives in Astoria. And you're like, I heard Astoria is cool. Maybe I want to check it out. Then you can go with the same agent to Astoria and check out the inventory we have in Astoria. Let's say you change your mind in Astoria, you want to live in Brooklyn. So the beauty of the system is that we have locations everywhere. We have locations in all the 5 boroughs, 8 in Manhattan, right? Over 30 in Brooklyn, 5 in Queens, 5 in the Bronx, 1 in Long Island, 2 in New Jersey, 1 in Staten Island, 1 in Philly, 1 in Boston, and we have development deals going on in Tampa and in South Beach, in San Diego, and Los Angeles. So
excellent. Yeah, because I was wondering, I was going to ask you about commercial real estate, and where do you see yourself going with commercial real estate, the company?
Well, we do a lot of retail. We do storefronts. We do office space. So we do very, very well. A good portion of our business, I'd say about 20% of our business, comes from retail. So we'll take somebody and they'll be a business owner, whatever it is, and we'll do a big gym down to a small little bodega. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
For us, we do all sorts of retail, and across the board, we also do sales, which is also something that's unique about our company. Our main niche is apartments and commercial space rentals, but we do a lot of sales also.
When you say sales, what do you mean exactly?
Well, selling of real estate, selling of properties.
Gotcha.
Because we come across a lot of landlords that own, let's say, 10 buildings, and he
Yes.
might want to sell 3, and we're doing in the middle of another deal with the landlord owns 20, he might want to buy those 3.
Gotcha.
So we do a lot of what we call landlord to landlord sales.
That's a really unique position to be in. Not
Yeah.
many people can say that.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We shake hands with so many landlords. That's what's great about, the new agents that join the company. You can literally pass the licensing class, which, by the way, I want to offer to all your listeners right now. If you guys are ever interested in trying your hand in real estate, we will pay for your real estate class. We will sponsor you. We will train you. We'll put you through everything. We'll give you the best shot so that you can become successful. So you can just look us up and shoot us an email. I think it's careers@rapidnyc.com. That's the email address. So, and just mention that you heard us here on the station, and we'll definitely hook you up, as they say.
Yes, you heard them on Conscious Vibes. You have to
right.
mention
Conscious
Conscious
Vibes,
Vibes
that's right,
in
that's
order
right.
to get it paid for, and you have to be serious.
That's it. You have to be serious.
You have to be serious.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Where else are you going to come across a company with so many motivated individuals? What's also interesting is 27 of our 60 franchises are owned by women. So
Wow.
that's also something that's going to be on our reality show too. And so how technically it's a man's world, real
Yes,
estate, because
yes.
you're dealing with male landlords and male investors and developers, and how they channel their energy through that entire. It's real interesting. You'll see. You'll like it.
It sounds so exciting. I can't wait until that jumps off the ground, of course. But once again, people, you're listening to Kimberly Not Kim on WHCR 90.3 FM. The number here is 212-650-6903. We'll be here for another 20 minutes. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. I do a little commercial ID, legal station ID, and get back into the music, okay? Thank you very much. Mr. Willie.
Yes, Miss Kim. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
I've missed you for like a couple of weeks. I have been out of town, right? I was like, dang, I know she probably would think I forgot about her, ain't gonna call her, not listening to that good music that she played no more. You know, girl, look, I miss you. You know what I mean? Like a fat boy miss cake, I miss you. And you know it.
Thanks, Willie. Did you hear the show today?
Yes. It was so, I'm like, I was like rushing home, like, you know what I mean? Because I was in Jersey City, the real estate guy talking about Jersey City also, you know what I'm saying? I have friends that's in real estate and they're in the buying and selling. You know what I mean? Just taking up buildings that, or they go bid on them or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then, they take it, fix it up and sell it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Real estate is a booming business. Like if you can get something, you know what I mean? Not like Far Rockaway or Breezy Points or something, but if you get something where you can build, you can, it's some money.
Right.
It's so good hearing you. I was like, dang, man, I hope she is on the air because I got to
Yes.
I know she probably think that I've been listening to this good music that you play. Come on now.
Thank you. I know this week we don't have much music because we have guests in the studio, but nonetheless, I will squeeze it in every now and then. As you heard, I had dropped the telephone in water, so I was out of the phone, so I apologize, but I'm so glad that you checked in with me today, brother.
You know that.
All right. Peace and love and thanks. Hey, why don't you give a shout out to Rapid Realty while they're here?
All the time. I'll give a shout out to Rapid Realty. My name is Willie. I hope to be like one of y'all sponsors one day. Because I heard the information that you gave out about,
Listen,
speaking a career.
It's not even.
You know what I'm saying?
So even if you or your friends or anybody want to get involved in real estate in Jersey City too, we'll hook you up. We'll take care of you. Just let us know. So you gotta.
I know a lot of people in Jersey City. A lot of people. I'm like, not only Jersey City, different states, all the way down South Jersey.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you.
So I'll get in touch with y'all.
Okay. Peace and love.
I love you, girl. I'll talk to you, all right?
All right. Always. One love.
One love.